What is up, you guys? In today's video, we're going to be talking about Oracle and how we can make money from it. Oracle has been dipping, downtrending since earnings, and earnings, they blew it out the market and it was at its all-time highs of 344. So this is my portfolio. Currently a little bit down just because we are downtrending, but I have a lot of cash on hand. I have like 1 million cash on hand ready to invest in dip opportunities. I do think we're going to see a lot more volatility. We might see a little bit of downtrend, and let's look at the fundamentals of Oracle, right? That way you can know when's the best time to invest. So let's go on Webull, because that's the one I use to chart, because Robinhood is not that good. I know that they came out with something more advanced computer desktop thing, but I will check that out later. So we are on Oracle, ticker symbol ORCL, and this is one of the stocks that I'm currently watching just because of the oversoldness of it, right? So they killed it with earnings. This is from earnings. You can see right here, boom, killed it with earnings, and it's just been downtrending a little bit from there. They had another earnings report they beat revenue as well, but it's just getting killed, right? It's just with stocks, a company could be doing amazing, but the stock could be falling. And when a stock falls and the earnings per share if the company is continuously growing and the stock is falling, it could simply be a supply and demand, right? That's what I like to do. You want to buy stocks that are cheap and on sale, right? So I'll show you a little bit more of the fundamentals, balance sheet, cash flow, things like that. What I like to look at when I buy stocks. And we are seeing this level here, right? I like to use the Fibonacci chart here. Let me zoom in for you guys so you guys can see better, right? And it works really well for me with all of my trades. So all-time high here. I use the Boiler bands as well and the moving average. And right now, this is my buy area for Oracle. It's close to hitting it. I'm gonna start adding positions slowly around this area. And just all the way from like 170-ish all the way down to 145 is when I'll be adding positions onto it. I do think, it will hit this area. It's downtrending, moving down there as well. This is a stock that is just a great company that's going to do amazing long term because it's all AI, it's all cloud, it's all database, and that's what the future is going to be about. So invest in the future, invest in the things that are going to be used in the future. Oracle. Another huge one is Coreweave. Coreweave is currently on sale. Anything below 100 on Coreweave, I would buy. I had this buy signal here. I kind of wanted it. I thought it was actually going to go a little bit lower. I was going to start adding positions here. I kind of missed it, to be honest. I got a little bit greedy, but it's okay. It just hit two bottoms here, and it did another bottom, and it recovered a bit. I missed out. I do currently have Coreweave as well. Ticker symbol CRWV. Let me zoom out for you guys here. Coreweave, and it's currently down on the day 5%. Everything is a little bit down on the day today. It took a big hit and a lot of volatility. So that's what you want to look for, opportunities in the market. Coreweave, it's just going to be, it's literally focused on AI cloud. And even the CEO of NVIDIA talked about they wish they would have invested more in Coreweave. That's how good of a company this company is. So if you have the opportunity, invest in Coreweave. It's even though it's $96, anything below 100, I believe, is a great opportunity in this stock. So I'm still going to be a little bit more cheap, I guess you can say. And if we see a downtrend again in the market, I will be adding up. I already own a good amount of Coreweave, so I will look for opportunities with that. But Oracle, I'm going to be adding positions here from 160, like I told you, 160-ish to 145. If you want to follow my exact plays of when I buy and sell trades, I actually have an alert system where I show you guys my portfolio, always weekly updates, and you can follow along and you get live notifications exactly when I'm trading. I have it in the link in the description as well as in the pinned comments. You can join that. It's only $35 a month and you get live notifications. That way you can grow your portfolio 50 to 75% every year. Long-term investing is what we aim for. You know, we might kill it sometimes with a high-risk stock too, if we get it really cheap and, you know, let it ride and stuff like that. But majority of the times we're going to be aiming for fundamental companies as well. And like, for example, I know one that's going to do really well in the future here, and that's Figma. Right now Figma is absolutely getting crushed, right? IPO'd at 142 right here. And it's just getting crushed, and I use the Fibonacci like I showed you here. Let me zoom in. Look how accurate this fib is on this thing. So you can see here the hit resistance, support, and it hit support here, broke below that, and I really think we're gonna see this thing get crushed a little bit more. And I have it at my buy zone at like around $13 all the way to $10 on Figma. That's my buy area. If Figma hits there, I'm going to be loading up positions. Figma is similar to like Adobe, but more user interface. It's really advanced. It's really good for somebody that's developing apps and stuff like that. It's really, really advanced. It's the future, I think. And I would load up positions here. Adobe is another one that's going to be for sale really soon. All these things I'm just telling you guys because we want to buy things cheap. Adobe is another one here, and Netflix as well. So these are a couple ones that I have for watch right here, and I have bought in them, like I said, cheap in the past, and it's worked out really, really well. I mean, I've done that with Tesla, I've done that with a lot of stocks, and it's how I grew my portfolio every year and literally doubled it and keep going from there, right? So you want to buy low, sell high, and make money. I personally like to hold it for over a year for long-term capital gains, because if you do short-term, you get hit with, I think it's like 40%. So long-term capital gains is about 15%, and the first 40K is free. So just a couple of things, a couple of side notes you want to know about and stuff like that. So yeah, let's go back to Oracle just to summarize the whole thing. ORCL, right? And just buy in this area, guys. Do not be scared to get FOMO. Just wait until the right position. I'm going to be adding positions here. I don't think we see this area. Again, there's a lot of support at the 120th to 145. I mean, this area, it's a lot of support here. I'm not going to be greedy. I'm going to buy right around this area, start loading up positions, averaging out, and then hold it for the long term. That's my play. And, you know, hopefully it goes up to 1,000 and does a stock split, you know. But just don't get FOMO when you see stocks flying through the roof. There's always going to be opportunities to buy them low. I get sometimes hate on my channel for that. Like, people get FOMO, for example, Intel, and they just see it rising, and I think this is a terrible company, to be honest, but that's my opinion. I've called other companies that, and they've dropped like crazy and whatever. So yeah, Intel is just a hype right now, in my opinion. That's about it, guys. I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.